We are lucky enough today to get two of the best Yamaha saxophones you can get. We got the 82Z, a legendary saxophone known for its jazz performance. And we got its counterpart, the 82Z A, a new lacquer coming from Yamaha and just as fantastic. And today we're going to compare them, so stick around. Let's check it out. Howdy everybody, my name is Andrew King. We are here at Alamo Music. Don't forget to visit us at alamomusic.com where I have both of these incredible horns ready for you to check out. So today I'm going to be talking about one of the best saxophones possible on the market right now, the Yamaha YAS82Z. It's a custom saxophone made purposely to fulfill needs for jazz performers to play over-the-top saxophone all the way across the room. It is one of the best horns you can get, and today I am so lucky in the fact that we finally got in stock the 82ZA. It's their dark lacquer, it's basically their dark amber finish. Just absolutely beautiful across the board. And I wanted to basically have a video where we can compare the two because there's a lot of kind of a mythos to the whole lacquer situation when it comes to instruments. Does the lacquer have anything to do with tone? Does it change any of the colors when it comes to playing it? Does it have anything to do with the neck as well? Both of these instruments come with a fantastic custom V1 neck that plays great, blows straight across the room. I really enjoy playing both of these horns, and I do want to have a comparison between the two, so we're going to check that out. Now, to talk about the 82Z is to talk about basically one of the best saxophones on the market. This horn is made purposely to accommodate some of the best musicians in the world. This instrument has incredible ergonomics. When I put my hands on it, everything fits perfectly. The only thing I personally don't like is going to be like the E flat and C, but you just raise that a little bit and I'm happy. The rest of it is great too. The neck, the V1 neck, has a great blow through on it, making it an extremely responsive instrument. And with the one-piece bell, the bore of the body, all of that together melds into pretty much one of the best products you can get as far as an instrument that's going to boost your performance rather than kind of hinder it in some way with different kind of needs. When you purposely go into the jazz performance, or at least having a very powerful sound that is not meant to really blend, but more play over. It's perfect for anyone playing any kind of lead alto scenario, or playing in college, having to play over pianos and whatnot. I think it's a great instrument for just like an all-time instrument. If you're just going for the rest of your life, you need one saxophone, this is one of those horns. It's just fantastic across the board. The parts are all made extremely securely. Again, it's Yamaha too, so it's super consistent. So you know exactly which one you're getting when you get it out of the box. I don't think if you go across the country from California to here to Florida or Georgia or something like that, all of them are going to play very similarly because of how consistent Yamaha has been lately as far as making these instruments, especially out of COVID. It's just been fantastic. Now, comparing the two, I'm going to have you listen to it for sure, but just some formal saying beforehand and everything. I will say I don't really believe in any kind of changes in the playing of the instrument when it comes to lacquer. I think lacquer is more of a psychological factor in my mind. When it comes to lacquers and everything, you kind of want to believe, and I've heard some people talk about this, where if you have like a darker lacquer or like a thicker lacquer, that can sometimes hinder the instrument's resonance. But when it comes to these instruments in the same model, especially at these high levels, they're made so consistently across the board that the lacquer doesn't really change anything. There might be something to say with like an unlacquered instrument, because you can see that with some of the Mark 6s that are like kind of bared down and everything like that. But that doesn't really, there hasn't been really anything saying, or at least any formal proof that I've seen, where the lacquer has a lot to do with the sound. Sound is a very subjective thing. I think it's like 75 to 85% just the person themselves that's playing the instrument. If you take one of the best saxophone players in the world, you're going to be seeing them play on a YS26, a Cannonball or something like that, a Cowworth, and they're going to have very much the same characteristic tones that you're going to want to get. But the lacquer's not going to really have much to do with it. But with that being said, the instruments are just so beautiful. I mean, when you play the 82Z and compare it to the 82ZA, it was just a ton of fun. So let's check it out, have a listen, and let me know what you think. So, what did you guys think? Dude, I honestly really enjoyed playing the 82Z, the amber version. It kind of reminds me of like an inverse effect, because when you look at the 82Z, it has the darker lacquer, like the gold lacquer, you know, that we're all used to and everything, but with the darker indentations and whatnot. And then when you go into the 82ZA, it kind of just enhances that effect. So looks-wise, it's just absolutely gorgeous instrument, especially this awesome lighting in here and everything like that too. Really enjoy it. So check out those pictures and everything. But the big thing I think to note is even when I tested out the dark amber neck on the regular 82Z or vice versa, both of these custom V1 necks, I didn't hear anything particularly different. They both played fantastically. They did everything I thought the 82Z would do. They enhanced my brightness on my top end. The bottom end was gorgeous, really full. It didn't. They both were set up perfectly. Both of these instruments are coming straight out of the box. We haven't had anybody look at them yet. My tech hasn't gone for regulations or anything. So that really speaks to the wonders that happen with these instruments. as far as the consistency and the quality control that they do over at Yamaha. These are instruments coming straight from Japan. I mean, anything can happen during these shipping processes, and these things just play straight out of the box. So great cases, great instruments from a shipping perspective. From a playing perspective, I just had a ton of fun with them. They are playing great. The big thing about these instruments is that they're meant to be like kind of a booster. They give you like an extra like 2 or 3% than your usual playing, and that 2 or 3% is key to finding what you want out of these instruments. My big thing about playing is I want to be able to have that really strong lead alto sound, but I don't want it to be like piercing or anything. I want it to be very full. I want it to be very strong. And these instruments accommodate that greatly. I really enjoy the ergonomics of it, of course. The metal resonators, it's because of metal resonators in this instrument that I went for metal resonators in my YS61 that I play on. That plays great. And with these instruments and everything too, the bore size, the custom neck, it really just plays great. I'm able to hit notes without any trouble whatsoever, as long as I have proper airflow and I'm pushing the right way I'm supposed to. My embouchure is correct, I'm nice and relaxed, everything just works great. And I totally recommend it for any kind of professional player. Like, this instrument is absolutely fantastic, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. I will give that to the 82ZA. The amber finish, I think, is one of my favorite finishes on a saxophone that I've seen so far. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Just go in the comments, tell me which one you liked the most. I think they sounded the same as far as that goes. They play the same. I get the same things I want out of them. But how did you think they looked? I'm very partial to that 82ZA. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.